Sorry if you noticed that black spot on my lens. I think I got it. Good morning and welcome to a very realistic day in my life with timestamps. I got a question about this on one of my videos, like, can you show what an actual day in your life looks like? Which I do a lot of vlogs, but I realize I never really do, like, this is what time it is. I'm getting real with you just by letting you know that I woke up late today. Not super late. I woke up around 8. And then I honestly just was in bed, like, texting, doing a little Redditing, a little relaxing, which honestly, like, is not a best practice. Every productivity expert in the world will tell you you should not start your day, you know, with the internet. My eyeglasses are really dirty, so we're just gonna take those off. But I did, and sometimes you just need those days. I actually don't have any meetings on the calendar today. I don't have any deliverables due, like no brand work due, no anything going on. So this should be kind of an interesting day. I don't want you guys to judge it as like, wow, her life is like so easy, because honestly, it's going to be a lot of computer work and a lot of like self-motivated work, but maybe we can, you know, do a busy day in the future as well. I don't know. I've got a lot of things to take care of before I can even get to any type of content creation. I've got to schedule an appointment. I had a eye doctor appointment with my eye specialist last week, and I got some kind of concerning potential news. She wants me to go into a different doctor for some testing to make sure I'll be able to see, you know, for the near future. So I definitely need to prioritize that. And then I've got some like legal contract invoicey stuff to do. One of my long-term sponsors for the podcast, they agreed to re-sign me for the year ahead, so I need to get a contract over to them. I also got requested to extend paid usage rights for an ad campaign that I did. So if you work with brands, you know, there's the content and then there's typically some amount of usage rights, meaning that the brand themselves can use it or the brand themselves can run ads on your videos. This was an Instagram reel in this case, and apparently the ads did well, so they asked to extend the time that they could do that. And this is a really cool thing for a content creator because, like, it's me getting a good amount of additional money for not having to do any additional work. I'm just saying, yes, you can continue to run ads. So we'd love when that happens. So I already signed that contract, but I need to send over the invoices for that. So I'm prioritizing my health and then, you know, paid activities, things that are actually going to get me paid. Hopefully in April, I'll get both of those invoices in and I'm securing my April, you know, revenue goal basically in one morning. So that's what I'm going to work on for now. Hi there. I'm just calling. I was hoping to schedule an appointment. I was referred by a different eye doctor. All right. It is somehow now 10:31. No idea where the past hour and change went. Actually, I do, and I can tell you. I had a surprise, like, security issue happen. I went to send that invoice to the client for the usage rights, and I realized I was locked out of. I use Wave just to, like, create quick invoices. I don't even get paid through Wave anymore. I just create the invoice and then download the PDF. And I logged in and I realized I was locked out. It was like, oh, we need to send verification. And it was a phone number I've never seen before. So I had to send a form and blah, 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 blah. Like all this verification. It's still not settled. So hopefully that gets figured out. But it also prompted me to then check all of my bank accounts anywhere, everywhere, just to make sure like something weird wasn't happening. And I think everything's good. It appears my money is still where it should be. But yeah, I also was like logged into my high yield savings account and was like, I should tell my vlog about this because I have a link that will give you an additional APY, annual percentage yield. And this is something like I'm still very much on a finance journey, if you will, of my own and like learning how to save and invest and all of that stuff. But a very easy thing that like pretty much anybody can do, because I believe there's no opening deposit, no minimum balance for the one that I use. It's Marcus by Goldman Sachs. You can just put your money into a high yield savings account. Like that's like a pretty low risk thing to do to earn more money. I think it's like 3% plus you get 0.25% with my bonus or something like that. So I'll leave a link down below, but it's a really, like, again, if you just put $100 away every month, $1,000 away every month, like whatever you can do, it definitely is so helpful because you'll actually be earning 3 to 4% on your money as opposed to just sitting in a regular savings or even worse checking account earning like pennies. So that has been such a game changer for me. I'm like, wow, I really wish I would have put my money into a high yield savings account sooner. But you live and you learn, and I'm here to help you out, hopefully. It's 11:25 and I'm getting ready, putting makeup on, and I open up my phone, I'm getting DMs from customers. This is just kind of like how it goes sometimes. She's very nice, but she's kind of like, I'm trying to do something with the course right now, right this second, and you know, I just have to drop everything and take care of it. So I'm gonna send her a video really quick. Hey, so it looks like there was a typo. So you've got a duplicate account there. So what I'm gonna do, this is the one with the toolbox. As you can see, it's gmail.co. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the toolbox to this account. So you should be able to access it, just refresh within a minute or two. Let me know if you have any issues. Okay, back to scheduled programming. I'm doing my makeup. I'm just watching a podcast while I do that. And I think I'm gonna head down to the studio to try to get some camera blocking and test shots and things like that done today. So I'll update you then. Hopefully we get down there by like 1 p.m. It's crazy how fast the day goes by, honestly. I forgot my timestamp check-in, but I think my parking meter said 12:42 is when I got here to the office, the studio. I really don't remember the last time I kind of showed you around in here, but it's definitely coming along. I've got a couple of boxes still that I had a friend here this weekend. I should have had him help me, but we were just too busy eating food and having fun. So he did help me bring up the additional chairs. So we've got 3 chairs around the round table here. Also like a big suitcase full of equipment right there. So I'm just doing a little bit of tidying. It's not going to be perfect, but what I'd like to do while I have light today is get a couple of ad reads done for my podcast. So I always say this, you guys, if you are just starting a podcast and you do not have sponsors yet, you do not have funding for your show yet, run your own ads to your own stuff or to affiliate partnerships that you have. So I'm going to do a couple of, hey, here's something you need to know about HoneyBook, or just any other affiliate programs that I have, just so that I can quickly insert them into podcasts without having to overthink it. Same thing for my regular Metricool ads, since they're a sponsor of the show. So I want to do that just as kind of like a test for lighting and sound in here, because I haven't actually recorded anything other than vlogs. So that's my goal, is to basically just be able to get this little nook. I think I'll do it either here or at my desk. I don't know. I'll decide. Maybe I'll do half and half, just to kind of like mix it up. But I have a feeling it's going to take me all afternoon, which sounds wild because it's not that big of a project, but this is just how it is sometimes. It's just kind of like a build day, you know, just got to get stuff done day. And yeah, we'll talk more. I got to charge my camera too, so we'll talk more after I tidy up a bit. I was just digging through some boxes, trying to clean some stuff up, and I totally forgot about these cute little props I got. Look at me thinking ahead. Got these at Target for like $5 each. Okay, I just showed you upside down. This is like a little clock and a little, what do you call this thing? Why can I not think of what it's called? I want to say sandcastle, and that is absolutely not correct. Let's talk about something that feels like a scam, but technically isn't. My answer is IKEA. Everything IKEA. I bought this little wall. So hopefully I'll be able to show you by end of day. It's like a little wall. It's like a privacy wall. It's actually for balconies and things like that. And I wanted to buy it for this little corner. So in the podcast shots, I have a vision. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. Anyway, it's the simplest little wall. I'll put the like stock photo up here. Step 1 of the instructions, I can't even get done. I'm like trying to screw in these little metal pipe things and they won't screw in any further. And I'm like, my hands are getting all ashy and dusty. So we're going to just pause on that idea. And we're going to, we're going to film it over here. we're going to film it over here. Because I was thinking about it. I think it'll be better anyway, because let's say I'm doing a podcast interview over here. Then we want to cut away for the ad to be in a different location to catch people's attention and to not feel so stale. So the problem with this is this section, my desk section, is pretty backlit. So I don't know how good it's going to look, but we're just going to give it a try, see how it goes. This is all just testing, having fun. You know, that's the point of this. What time is it, by the way? What freaking time is it? 1:47. Oh my gosh, do I have to pay for parking again? Oh no, I've got an hour still. Oh, I've been doing good-ish. An hour of unpacking, decluttering, getting scammed by IKEA. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, let's do this. Set all this stuff up and I'm not even sure what I'm filming. I just got so focused on the setup. I think it's looking all right. I got this fun thing a while back and I haven't really used it yet. It's a phone tripod, MagSafe. It goes so tall. So I think I'm gonna set up my phone for a second angle. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm even filming. And it was just taking a couple of seconds to do some texting breaks with some friends. One of the things is business related, one is just gossip. So, my brain's all over the place. What am I even filming? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start a little list, I think, of all the, actually, I already have a document. This is a good little tip for any creators out there. Just keep a Google Doc running of affiliate partnerships that I have and all my links and stuff. So I'm just gonna run down that list, and honestly, I'm just gonna wing it. If you work with me in the studio, this is definitely a service that we can do together, and I will be a lot more organized for you. We'll write scripts together. I can even set up the teleprompter so you can read off the teleprompter if you'd like to. I'm just gonna wing it. You know, we're just gonna go for it. But yeah, anyway, okay, let's try to get moving on this. It's 1:59, 2 p.m. So I would like to have these done by 3. I'm back. 2:20 already. I wanted to put a cute screensaver on my Mac and my computer needed to be updated. It's a whole thing. This is just how it is, as you all know, when you're working with tech. But anyway, it's perfect because it's giving me time to think. And honestly, I think it's going to be fun because I want to be like a little sassy, a little loose in these ads, you know? You don't want ads to be like, hello, today we're going to say thank you to today's sponsor. No. Like, I want to have fun with it. And I think when I get a little frustrated and a little sassy, that's when I really start to have fun. So if you can't hear, there's a dump truck in the alley. So this is going to be a mega test because really we've got everything working against us here. I'm also using a new camcorder, which I got. Camcorder, yes, a camcorder. My friend Jose, he recommended it, but I really don't know how to use it yet. Obviously, before I start working with clients in studio, I will know how to use it perfectly well, but I kind of just clicked a couple buttons and it looks kind of okay. So it's all gonna be a really shoddy test. And I'm gonna use my DJI microphone handheld, just because I like the look of it. I think it'll be cute. And I have this little mic flag that says Freelance Friday Podcast, even though I might shoot myself in the foot for that because I kind of am thinking about changing the name of the podcast. I know that's a big bomb to drop on you all right now, but so I might have to redo this. But you know, again, just a test. So I got this mic flag situation from Etsy. Whenever I get annoyed at my job, I'm like, there could be so many worse jobs I'm doing. So that is the cool thing about being a content creator, is it's kind of like, I'm only annoyed at myself, honestly. I didn't need to make my life this complicated. We're just gonna do it, guys. Freelancers, we've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about money. I was just posing for a thumbnail, if I'm being completely honest with you. All right, it's 3:07, and honestly, for being in a backlit place with not the proper light, it's not too bad. So I think I'm just going to just say it's fine. I'm just gonna say it's fine, and I'm just gonna knock a couple of these out at least, just so I have something to write home about for today. It definitely was not a total loss because today was like trying things out, playing around, getting acclimated with this camera, all the things. So it'll definitely pay off, but it's hard, like a build day. We're gonna talk about this later. I need to do 307. I need to do, not talk. Okay, let's do it. All right. It's 4:00 on the dot right now. And I'm like, where did the day go? And what I've been trying to say, I keep cutting myself off and being like, gotta get stuff done, is days like this can be really frustrating because they're what I call like build days. What I just did is not going to get me paid instantly, although I did create ads for myself in my affiliate program. So hopefully, you know, maybe I'll get more affiliate sales in the next month or so. But even still, if that's the case, that's in the next month or so. So I'm not getting a paycheck. This was not like a client project. This was not a sponsor. This was not even just, you know, getting my own video ready for tomorrow or anything like that. And so these days can feel really frustrating, and I can feel kind of weirdly guilty when I vlog them too, because I'm like, you guys probably think I just like play all day and just like do nothing and live in la la land, but truly they're so important for setting up the foundations of your business or your content. You know, this is something now that these ads, even though they're not perfect, I can use them for the next year realistically, maybe even longer, until I get really sick of them and realize I can do way better. But I also did a really important work of staging and playing around with the space. I was pleasantly surprised. There was like loud hammering right behind me, and I was like about to give up even talking. Be sure to sign up using the link in the show notes and get started. Let me know what you think. We love that there's just a hammer going around now. That's amazing. Okay. You can't even hear it on the recording, at least at the quick pass that I did. So that's a very important insight for me for when I'm working with clients. So it was very important work, even though it doesn't feel like important work, and even though it looks like I was just lollygagging all day. But yeah, I find that like seasons like this, whether it's a day, a week, a year, where you're really building and all of that can be really frustrating because it just feels like you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting paid. You're not doing anything important, it feels, but it is such important work. So that's all I want to say. I am going to try to head home, try to beat traffic, although I feel like traffic is actually now because people have children, but we're going to try to get home. I was thinking about, should I go out to dinner and support one of my favorite vegetarian restaurants, but I want to get something like this for the studio, like maybe something like this, because I like having, I always have the blinds drawn just because I don't want people seeing in here, but if people walk by, I want them to be able to like know what I'm all about, or yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
I'm the cool kid, all weird, not chasing superficial things, that's clear. Ooh, I've got cool friends, ditch trends, they always see through them. That's why I am rich, though I got no money, no.
All right, it's 5 o'clock on the dot, and I eat at grandmother hours. Some people think it's weird that I eat dinner at like 5 p.m., but it just works best for me, my body, my life. So I'm gonna cook dinner. If you are regular to the vlogs, you know that dinner time is like my meditative, slow down time. I like to cook and put on a record to give my eyes a break because they're so screen heavy. And tonight in particular, I'm actually gonna have to do some work this evening, because today, this video that you're watching right now, I try to upload Tuesdays and Fridays. Very likely it's going up on Wednesday because I haven't even started editing yet. So I want to edit tonight, at least do like a pre-edit so I can wake up early tomorrow and do like the final, you know, whatever, all things. So trying to give my eyes a little bit of a break while I cook. So I'm gonna put on Lana, I think. I somehow heard some Selena Gomez song, like one of her new ones. I just heard like a 30-second snippet of it, and it reminded me so much of How to Disappear from this album. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to listen to this album. So I'm gonna put that on while I make just my classic. I make this chickpea pasta like at least once or twice a week. It's super easy. I put kale and spinach and chard, I don't really know, sun-dried tomatoes, Kalamata olives, and this olive tomato sauce. And I think I'm also gonna make some garlic bread because I have this gluten-free baguette. They kind of go bad sort of fast, so I'm gonna use it up. That's my excuse to eat garlic bread, and just because it sounds delicious and I need some carbs. But yeah, I'm gonna do some work after this. So I'll let you know, I'll check in before bed and just kind of like let you know, I guess my clock in, my hours, what I actually ended up doing for the workday.
Found myself in a cardboard box, feeling sitting deep down. I found us back now, I can't escape. All your knowledge.
Last check-in of the night. I think I'm gonna call it quits. I got all of my cuts done for this vlog that you are now watching, and all I gotta do is like add music and stuff. But yeah, I think 9 o'clock is a little late to be continuing to do that. Let's be honest, I might find some tracks just because I use Epidemic Sound and it's a really fun, it's like really good music and I enjoy listening to music. It's not really work, so I might like pick out some fun tracks that I like so that way I can wake up in the morning and just pop them into the vlog and upload and do the thumbnail. So my workday will probably end technically at like 9:30 with lots of breaks in between. And then I'm probably just gonna watch a couple episodes of Lost. I'm really loving it, by the way. I'm on season 5, so no spoilers, but let me know if you watched Lost back in its heyday or if you're rewatching it now on Netflix. But thank you for joining me for today's vlog. It was a little different than my typical ones. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you want to see one on like a more busy deadline meeting driven day, because those days are very different. Today was actually quite chill. But yeah, love hearing from you as always in the vlogs. I appreciate you so much for watching, for subscribing, supporting, letting me do this job. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.